How many times did the 10 Crown King and How join forces, and how shocking was each collaboration? The great battle of geniuses across the 3,000 states provided a perfect stage for the ultimate showdown between the 10 Crown King and How. In their fierce competition, they developed a mutual respect and admiration. Even after the battle, though the 10 Crown King continued to see How as a rival, a deep sense of camaraderie led them to join forces 3 times. 1. Joining forces to fight the Imperial clan. The immortal King Enlon from the alien region initiated a shocking battle at the Imperial Pass in the Border Desolation to obtain the key to the Origin ancient artifact. Despite the resistance Enlon faced due to the revival of Imperial blood within How, forcing him to retreat to the alien region, the battle at the Border Desolation did not end with Enlon's departure. Determined to cleanse the Imperial Pass with blood, the alien region paid a huge price to bring in a dark true immortal to oversee the battle, along with sending the supreme members of the Imperial clan and their younger generation into the fray. Thus, a peak battle officially commenced. When How slayed a powerful being from the Imperial clan in the Escape One realm with one sword, the morale of the Imperial Pass defenders soared. To protect the Imperial Pass, they followed How into battle, including the confident and charismatic 10 Crown King. The 10 Crown King and How targeted a silver-robed youth, a genius from the branch of the alien region's Imperial clan, who was overpowering Jin John from the Jin family of the Longevity clan. When the silver-robed youth was basking in his victory over Jin John, the 10 Crown King surprisingly spoke to How, "Don't fight me for this one." How, wanting to settle old scores with the Jin family that had always targeted him, argued, "Let me kill him. It's my chance to get back at the Jin family." Their loud discussion humiliated the silver-robed youth, who angrily shouted at How, "Do you really think I'm afraid of you?" How calmly replied, "Come on then. I'll stand here. If you can force me back a step, I'll consider myself defeated." How's humiliating words enraged the silver-robed youth, but the sight of How, who had recently defeated the immortal king and slain numerous young elites of the Imperial clan, made him hesitate. After a long pause, he could only stammer, "You're going too far." Before How could respond, the 10 Crown King approached with a fierce expression and sneered, "So what if we bully you?" Infuriated by the extreme insult, the silver-robed youth felt deeply humiliated. Just one How was bad enough, but now even another powerful figure from 9 heavens and 10 earths dared to look down on him. At the same time, seeing the approach of the 10 Crown King, How, and the exiled immortal, the young elites of the alien region's Imperial clan were roused to action, choosing to fight. A chaotic battle erupted. The silver-robed youth, targeted by How, turned pale with fear. All darkness from this side of the boundary sea, earning the respect of all races and the title of the Wild Heaven Emperor. Despite his supreme power, the Wild Heaven Emperor found it difficult to face the impending dark turmoil alone. To protect his loved ones, How planned to seal them all and face the dark turmoil alone. However, the 10 Crown King refused to be sealed by How, wanting to continue growing in the chaotic world. This determination allowed the 10 Crown King to progress further in the brutal situation, reaching the Immortal King realm as the dark turmoil descended. When the 3 Dark Emperors led the Dark Beings from all realms to attack the alien region, How had to face the 3 Dark Quasi-Immortal Emperors alone. To protect his homeland and loved ones, How, even with his blood nearly exhausted and his consciousness fading, did not take a step back, instinctively blocking the invasion of the 3 Dark Emperors. As How fought fiercely, the 10 Crown King wielded the World Tree, cutting through the dark creatures. As one of the most promising immortal kings on the side of the immortal realm, the dark creatures even dispatched several immortal king powerhouses to hunt him down. The 10 Crown King fought with all his might, shattering the World Tree, and barely carved a bloody path through the encirclement of the Dark Immortal Kings. By this point, he was completely exhausted and on the verge of collapse. At this critical moment, the butcher and the burial master arrived just in time, killing several dark powerhouses and saving the 10-crown king. Meanwhile, Shahao, boosted by the sacrifice of 3 close relatives, including Shar-E, experienced a surge in power, reaching the level of a half-step immortal emperor. With his newfound supreme power, Shahao swept away all darkness, freeing all realms from the threat of dark reckoning. 3. The Battle of World Annihilation. After Shahao cleared all darkness from the realms, he journeyed to the heavens to resurrect Shar-E and others. Although he found a way to bring them back, he also discovered the root of all darkness in the heavens, the Strange Clan. To completely eradicate this source of darkness, Shahao led the 10-crown king and others to wage war in the heavens. However, the strange ancestors were overwhelmingly powerful. With just 3 strange ancestors appearing, Shahao's friends and comrades were annihilated. In the end, Shahao chose to sacrifice his supreme power to resurrect his fallen friends and created a small world beyond the strange ancestors' reach, allowing them to cultivate and amass strength to destroy the strange clan. However, Shahao's plan was prematurely exposed due to warnings from the Plateau of Calamity, leading the strange ancestors to launch a preemptive strike. The 10 strange ancestors emerged, igniting an unprecedented battle of world annihilation. Facing the onslaught of the strange ancestors, Shahao and Yi Fan revealed their true forms. The appearance of the 2 heavenly emperors shook the heavens and earth. In their battle against the 10 strange ancestors, Shahao and Yi Fan fought with reckless abandon, their hair disheveled. Despite their bodies being repeatedly destroyed, they continued to fiercely attack the strange ancestors. In numerous bloody battles, Shahao severely wounded many strange ancestors, but also suffered immense injuries. When Lu Shen sacrificed herself to kill an infinitely reviving immortal emperor, Shahao, enraged, unleashed his full potential. Ignoring the Plateau of Calamity's support, he slayed 2 strange ancestors. Meanwhile, on another battlefield, the 10-crown king displayed his prowess. Fighting alone, he dominated the quasi-immortal emperor powerhouses around him, preventing them from approaching. However, as more and more powerful dark creatures entered the battlefield, even the 10-crown king struggled. In a desperate move, he used his blood and flesh to nurture a world tree, condensing his ultimate Dao fruit. The 10-crown king hoped to use the ultimate Dao fruit to leap to the immortal emperor realm, but under the relentless attacks of the strange clan, his Dao fruit shattered, and he fell into eternal silence. Worse still, as more strange clan powerhouses joined the battle, Shahao and Yi Fan's comrades, who had fought alongside them for years, began to fall one by one. Despite the loss of their friends, Shahao and Yi Fan's resolve remained unshaken. They believed that as long as their swords and cauldrons sang in unison, they could carve a path for all beings and usher in a new future. However, the power of the strange ancestors was overwhelming. Even with Shahao and Yi Fan joining forces, they only managed to kill 5 strange ancestors, at the cost of their lives. Without the protection of the 2 wild emperors, the realms were immediately shrouded in endless darkness, heralding an era of utter despair. It wasn't until Shahao reached the secluded Dao realm that the era of despair ended. The 10-crown king, who had fought alongside Shahao 3 times, was also resurrected by him.